Alright, shalom, shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Waharaka Kwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I honor you brothers out there in the highways and the byways, teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. And let's play this.
My name is Jade. I am a former Democrat. Unlike Kamala Harris, I'm an actual real-life black woman.
Yeah, they really gonna keep running with that. That is one of the key things that the system is pushing out there to drive you Negroes into the arms of the Republicans, because you're stupid. Like, it's all done on purpose. You think they didn't know that she's not black? They've lied on purpose and exposed that lie to you on purpose, and got all their agents out there exposing the lie so that you can flip over to the Republican Party and Donald Trump. All right, but guess what? You're moving from one hand into the other. And that's what Jake don't understand, because you don't listen to the prophets. All right? So you are being deceived. And you have no idea. You think you're being slick and smart. You think you really caught onto something. You think you've broken some kind of chain. No, you've just adjusted the chains and added a few more. Because now you really invested and you really believe. This is crazy.
And I'm a former Democrat.
Look how bold she is with it. And that's how these Jakes that have now flipped over to the Republican Party, they're fully invested. They really think that, they're awake now. It's amazing. It's amazing, man. Esau, he truly is the devil.
Was currently registered Republican. I stand here before you today because I'm tired. I'm tired of the Democrats using the generational trauma of my people to garner votes.
Now, it is true, and this is the funny thing about it, it's true that through race politics, the Democratic Party was chosen by the elites to be the party to pander in word towards the so-called Negroes, to play the good cop. So you got good cop, bad cop. All right, now what's the purpose of the good cop and the bad cop? When to put your ass in jail. They work together. The good cop, bad cop. All right. One is going to act overly aggressive towards you, or not nice, or to be perceived that way. And the good cop is going to put the perception that, they're on your side, they're nice. Do you want a cup of tea? They've already worked that out before they got into the room, which one of them is going to play that role strategically. And the whole purpose of the good cop, bad cop routine is to get you to confess. It's a trap, right? And that's pretty much the role that the Democrats have been playing. They've been there to make you, Jake, feel like you have a horse in the race, like you have someone that's batting for you, that you have some form of investment in Babylon. Like there's a political power in America that is for you. That if I believe in this political group, if I listen to this political group and give my energy to them, they will do something for me because they are for me. That was a lie, and it always has been a lie. But now you've uncovered that the Democratic Party were running a scam. You're going over to the bad cop. You're going over to the other party to play the same game, because they're switching it now. Now the Republican Party is going to play good cop. It's foolishness. Neither of these political parties is for you. But Jake, man, Jake is my people is foolish. You're in slavery, Jake.
Evoke fear. They tell me I'm oppressed. They tell me I'm less than. They tell me I'm not good enough. And they tell me that my white brothers and sisters in Christ are my enemy.
They're all your enemy. and this is what we're going to discuss in this video. All Edomites, and it doesn't matter whether they call themselves Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, atheist, Democrat, Republican, it doesn't matter what hat Esau is wearing, what mask he puts on, he is your enemy. The Edomite Christian, the conservative Edomite Christian, is not your friend. These are the same people that had your ass in hardcore slavery, and they're the same people that will put your ass back in hardcore slavery through that mark of the beast and have no problem with it. Esau, Edom is the devil. They are our enemies from birth, based upon nationality. Anyway, let's keep going because I want to get to these scriptures.
No. They are not.
Yes, they are.
As a follower of Jesus Christ, Ephesians 5:11.
And remember this, right? In the system of politics, it's told to you in the game that these parties need your votes. They don't need your votes. The winner of the election has already been chosen. Let me say that again. The winner of the election has already been chosen. This is a stage. It's a staged event. Your vote, your little individual vote does not count. What they do want is your emotional investment. That is what they're there for. You will need to be emotionally invested in the Democrats. You need to be emotionally invested in the Republicans. You need to take part in the rituals. You need to worship this man's system. Worship his image. Your vote itself does not matter. If they want Kamala to win, the votes will show that Kamala won. If they want Trump to win, the votes will show that Trump wins. It's a completely rigged system. But they need you to believe that these people care and need your vote. And if you give them your vote, they're going to do something for you, which has never been seen in the history. Anything they do when they get into power is because it is part of a psyop and or is pushing a predetermined agenda. Okay?
It tells me I must expose the works of the enemy. And the enemy is telling me that don't worry that I can't pay my bills, that I'm working 6 days a week this week and I'm tired. And I went to school and I have a career. I'm doing worse under this administration than in Donald Trump's administration, but I'm told to be afraid of America.
Of course you are, because it's a continuous, and this is the thing that people don't realize. If you have 4 years in power and you're instituting policies and you destroy an economy, the next 4 years after that isn't miraculously going to change. It's a continuous thing. This is why, if you look at the course of politics, right, they have to constantly keep switching from one party to another, and then the one party blames the other party for what happened before and blah, 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 blah. When in reality, there is only one party, and it's a continuous thing. And the reason you're catching hell is because they want you to catch hell. They want you to be in dire straits because it makes you weak and emotional and easily manipulated.
And who made my life better?
Yep.
How does that work? Make it make sense. During COVID, I knew...
Yeah, nobody ain't gonna make your life better in Babylon, because like Apostle Tahar said, Babylon was set up to be the great prison camp for the Israelites. We're under the curses. And none of these political parties are going to overcome the curses. In fact, they are going to apply the curses on you. That's what they've been here for. All right? Esau, Edom is set up to apply the curses onto our people, man. If you ain't figured that out yet, I don't know what to say.
More of my white guy friends that lost their jobs than me and my black girlfriends. We are the same in this country. All these Americans...
See, you already know you're not the same. You're not the same. All right? You have your own identity. We are the Hebrew Israelites, and we're not the same. We don't have the same past. We don't have the same experience. right? And we don't have the same future, right? We got prophecies and scriptures that apply to us, and they have prophecies and scriptures that apply to them. All right, we're not the same.
Americans want the same thing. We want safety. We want prosperity. We want peace.
And for some reason, she thinks that the reason Republican and the Democratic Party operate is to provide her with those things. Full.
And the Democrats keep going back and look, check it out, right? I honor my ancestors and the people who fought for us to be in this room here today. No one is discounting what my people went through, but honor them by getting past it and invoking forgiveness in this culture. I'm so tired of being told I need to be afraid. I'm so tired that
Yeah, no, what it is that you don't want to be in, and Jake doesn't want to face the harsh reality that you are completely in the hands of the devil and you're relying on the Most High, a power unseen, to deliver you. Jake don't want that. Jake wants a physical savior before them. Jake wants there to be, that's why Jake is always looking for a good so-called white man, because they don't want to believe like that we are in the dire situation that we are in. It doesn't make them feel good. They and so Esau knows that. That's why he provides you with the good cop. He provides you with the Edomite that you can be like, okay, well, he gives me hope, because you don't want to have hope in the scriptures. You don't really want to have hope and faith in the spiritual things. You want hope in something carnal. You don't want to believe how wicked and demonic this man really is. All right, let's get some scriptures. Our people are gone, man. And it's like they don't even realize that the system itself has brought you to this point where you're exodusing from the Democratic Party. You think they don't want you to do that? That's exactly what they want you to do. They've been doing it. That's why they set up Kanye and these guys, and they have these Democrats say and do certain things. Everything you see these people do, and the fact that you hear about it, is all calculated, man. It's staged event after staged event. Kamala Harris is designed to implode in the eyes of so-called black people. Can't you see that? You think, can't you see she's literally, like, you can see she's designed to implode, just like Biden was designed to implode. It was all done on purpose, man. We think these people are stupid? Even I knew Biden was a weak fucking candidate. What, you think these people don't fucking know that? These people are masters of perception. And they don't know that? Of course they knew that. They want it to be the way, they want the optics to be the way they are. Goodness gracious, man. Anyway, this is Deuteronomy. Let's get straight to the point, because you, Jake, don't understand your condition. Your condition is special. Your condition is not the same condition as the Edomite man in America. Now, there might be some Edomites that's down bad in America, but that's got nothing to do with us. That's their own thing that they got going on, because they're going down. I'm talking about us as the Israelites. We got our own thing going on that you need to understand. Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. We are people made a covenant. Our ancestors, as she likes to say, made a covenant with the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, to keep the laws, all of the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. And if we broke those laws, specifically us, we would face penalties, curses. And the only reason we are in America is because of those curses. We weren't blessed to be brought to America. Right? America wasn't set up as a blessing to our people. The people that set up America, that the Lord put over us, weren't set up to edify and bless us as a people. It's like you don't go to prison, right? When a man builds a prison, right? You realize, I don't want to use Disneyland, but you understand. You got Disneyland and you got a prison. One is supposed to be set up for your enjoyment. So if you go there and you expect to enjoy yourself, and you rightfully should expect to enjoy yourself and go wee and laugh and joke and everything's nice and you're in heaven, right? Because it's built and set up that way. So if I say to her, yo, I'm going to send you to Disneyland, you're like, okay, cool, right? If I send you to Belmarsh Prison, what do you think Belmarsh Prison was set up for? What do you think it was set up for? The people that's running Belmarsh Prison, what are they running Belmarsh Prison to do? Do you think Belmarsh Prison will ever be like Disneyland? You think you're going to be in Belmarsh Prison? Whee! And all over the rides? No, you're going to be in Belmarsh suffering because that's what it's set up for. And every warden that comes in there into Belmarsh Prison knows exactly what his job is. And he going to do his job. He's not there to provide you with comforts. Hell, man. Anyway, Deuteronomy 28:15, it says, but it shall come to pass. And it says right here, the consequences of disobedience. And this is what Jake, especially the Christian Jake, they've got you so messed up in the mind. This is what you can't understand. You Israelites specifically are facing consequences for your disobedience because you are the Israelites. This is why your identity matters. You're not African American. You're not a Christian and all these different labels you want to put on yourself. You are the Israelites. And because you are the Israelites, you need to understand that everything that's happened to you and your people in recent history is a consequence of disobedience, which you are continuing to this very day and expecting to receive blessings. You're expecting that your punishment will be turned into blessing. No, it's not. Right? But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. It says, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shalt be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke in all that thou settest thine hand to do. This is why so-called Negroes cannot establish themselves through any significant amount of success or prosperity in America. And any time we seem to be able to try and achieve that in some small way, it always goes to shit, mainly through Esau Edom, who will come in and mash up the thing. Black Wall Street. Right? We will never achieve the prosperity that you Jakes are looking for because of this. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke in all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, or until thou perish quickly. Now you believe because you worship Jesus Christ, right? That guy, Jesus Christ, the white man, because you worship him, when the posterity, these curses don't matter no more. So you could just sail off into the sunset in prosperity. But no. No, Jesus Christ hasn't got rid of these curses for you. Now Yahweh Shai is going to lift these curses, right? But we got to go through the ministry first. We got to go through the ministry and be delivered. Yeah? The curses are still on our people now. Jake don't understand that. That's why they think the Republican now, they're flipping over. Not all of them, but a large amount of them are flipping over. So they're dividing Jake on top of that between Republican and Democrat. You're flipping over. So some of you think the Democrats are going to remove the curses from you, and some of you think the Republicans. And the rest of you think the American dollar's gonna, you know what I mean? Or you worship capitalism. You worship drug dealing or some bullshit. You people are stupid, man. And all those concepts come from Esau. Esau, the one that set up the hip hop industry to teach you that being a drug dealer is the way to heaven. Dumb niggas, man. Esau got you guys all messed up. They got you, Jake, confused. You have no idea where your rest is. Your rest is with Yahweh Shai, man. Your rest ain't in this place. Don't you get it? No, you don't get it. All right? It says, until thou be destroyed, until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. Right? So these curses have been on our people, man. And it brought us all the way to America. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed. And we are destroyed as a people. We're absolutely destroyed as a people. In America, you so-called Negroes are destroyed. Yeah, Esau will, there's some Jake that might be a little bit middle class or a little bit upper class. And then most of the Jake that they show you that are doing well, the reason they're doing well, and this is a fact, because this begins with these celebrities, right? Because we have a very, most of our successful people are really servants of the media and entertainment, right? That's a fact. Right, I'm pretty sure if you look up most of the successful Jake that's got anything, they're servants of the media. And what's their role? Their role is to mislead and destroy their own people. That's why they're being rewarded in such a fashion. And then you got the boule niggas. All the Jakes that are so-called got anything in America, the reason they have what they have is because they play a very important role in the system to keep the rest of you Jake confused and destroyed. But as a whole, you so-called Negroes ain't nowhere in America. You think you somewhere because, you got some Jordans, but you ain't nowhere, man. You really ain't nowhere when you really look at it. And you ain't going to get nowhere in America. Because America wasn't built for that. And you really going to find out when Esau Edom pulls the plug completely. And you Jake, are going to be out here begging for FEMA. And you're going to take that chip. That's when you, Jake, really going to realize, oh, man. Because that's where this thing's heading. And you have no idea that Esau is about to take everything that you think you have and leave you with a chip. And do you think that's a Republican plan? No, it's not a Republican plan. Do you think that's a Democratic plan? No. It's the plan of Esau Edom, man. The people who own and control the Republicans and the Democrats. Whatever side of the game these people were told to be on. Told to represent. I told you, these are just mass. Right? Just like these celebrities are picking sides in the politics. They're told. Now you got this whole psyop now where this is, all these celebrities all of a sudden are exposing that Kamala Harris was offering them money to. That's all set up, man. You people need to wake the hell up. They're doing that on purpose to make it look and appear that, okay, she's trying to do that. If they didn't want those celebrities to say them things, they wouldn't be saying them. These celebrities are absolutely under complete control in the public eye. That's why they're allowed to be celebrities. That's why they're allowed to have public influence. Because they can be controlled. Everything they say and do. You cannot trust what these celebrities say and do as being organic. Because they're bought and paid for. Amber Heard doesn't believe in Donald Trump. She was told to go and make that speech and say she believes in Donald Trump. Megan Thee Stallion doesn't believe in Kamala Harris. She was told to do that shit. Told. You don't have a choice. These celebrities don't have a choice. If you want to be a celebrity, you lose all agency in America. You are now a pawn to be told what to do and when to do it and what you believe in. And what you, or should I say, what you should be perceived to believe in to the people. So when you see them, oh yeah, Kamala Harris tried to pay me and I'm exposing this DM. You really think they would be doing that if they didn't get the green light to do that? They have handlers. Everything they do. Wake up, man. Wake up. Jake, man. Anyway. Now, all right, it says, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So everybody ain't the same. Now, what was one of them curses? Well, right here, Deuteronomy 20:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. What enemies were you sold unto, Jake? Was it Republican or was it Democrat? You morons. Which I don't even think they was Republicans back then. They had some other name. They were Federalist or whatever bullshit they were. Were they Christians? Yeah. Does it matter what if they call themselves Christian or not? No. It doesn't matter. It didn't matter what. Listen, they're Edomites. It doesn't matter what mask these devils put on, what mask they hide behind. They're the enemy. Right? America is spiritual Sodom and Egypt, man. And they got you, Jake, under a spell. And you don't even know it, man. Alright? Revelations 11:8. And their dead bodies. That's you, Jake. The scripture says, he that wandereth out the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. You, Jake, ain't got no understanding, man. You don't know who you are. You don't know Yahweh Shai. You don't know who Esau is. You don't understand prophecy. You don't really know the scriptures. And for that reason, Esau's able to manipulate and deceive and toss you through to and fro. And you have no fucking idea. Unbelievable. And their dead body shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom. And I don't need to tell you why America is called Sodom. And you think the Republican Party is against LGBT? When did they make it illegal? When? Listen. When? Because during the time of George Bush, Republican. It's not like the Republican. Hold on, let me show you something. This is the history of the American political landscape. Right? George Washington wasn't part of a party. George Washington too was also controlled by the elites. All the presidents of the witches, the high priests, right? Because the presidential position is also a spiritual position. That's why George Washington was deified in the Capitol building. All right? These people are all witches, high-level witches and warlocks, and take part in multiple rituals before, during, and after. The so-called White House is a seat of ritualistic witchcraft. That's a fact. Now, that's why they call it the White House. What's white? Anyway. George Washington, right? John Adams was a Federalist. After that, you had the Democratic Republican. Democrat made up some then going down here, Andrew Jackson was a Democrat. Right? Keep going. Abraham Lincoln, Republican. Right? And you got Republican, Democrat, then the Republicans got back in, then the Democrats got in, then the Republicans got back in, had a good run, then the Democrats, and you see how it keeps going from backward and forward like a pendulum. Backward and forward like a pendulum. Right? But yet the overall agenda of America and its destruction has carried on. Right? Now, when George Bush was in power, did he make homosexuality illegal? Because apparently the Republican Party is against LGBT. No, it's playing the role of being against the LGBT while the agenda keeps going forward. This is how controlled opposition works. The Hegelian dialectic is perfectly designed to allow for the agenda to go forward. Donald Trump, if he got into power, will not make homosexuality illegal. He will not. He will make a few statements here and there to give the perception, because that's all it is about when it comes to you people, perception. But the reality is that the agenda will continue and America will be exactly what it is, which is Sodom. All right? Right? So spiritually it's called Sodom of Egypt, wherein also our Lord was crucified, because America is completely against the Messiah, the true Messiah. Even though it claims to be a Christian country, America is an anti-Messiah country. It's completely against the spirit of the Lord. It's completely against the spirit of the Lord. America is built on witchcraft, lies, deception. Witchcraft, lies, there's multiple layers of lies and deception. And you people falling for it, hook, line, and sinker. Now, I want to read an excerpt from a book that I've read. It's from Noam Chomsky. All right. And what happens is they have guys like Noam Chomsky exist to expose the system, because they have to. In their witchcraft, they have to also tell you the truth in some degree. And that in their world, that exonerates them from guilt, because it's like, listen, we've told them the truth. So you have to have guys like Noam Chomsky who are going to break down the political system the right way. All right. But the majority of you won't recognize it, because you will choose the lie, because the lie is more comforting to your soul. Right? The lie comforts you. To be in the position of truth in this world, all right, you have to first go through discomfort. And then, in order to be comforted, you have to have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which a lot of you don't have. So you don't want to be in a perpetual state of being uncomfortable, because that's what you'd be. Without Yahushai, and you really knew the truth about Esau, Edom, and what he's doing, you'd be nothing but uncomfortable every day, knowing that this devil is out to get you at every turn. Anyway, what is propaganda? Noam Chomsky on media manipulation and democracy. Democracy is just, it's a lie, man. It's a lie. All right. I want to get straight to the point. So let me read it real quick. You got Democracy version 1. The public must be allowed to participate in a meaningful way in the management of their own affairs, and the means of information are open and free. So, in a democracy, how they tell you morons that it's supposed to work and you believe it, right? You, all right, participate in your own governance, meaning you pick a leader who represents what you want. Their policies represent what you want to do, or whatever's going to be good for you. And your decision that you're making is completely an informed position, meaning you have the truth, you have all the facts and all the details in order to make a informed choice. There's no lies, there's no misrepresentation, there's no omission, there's no none of that. You have all the facts and all the information, right, through the media in order to make an informed decision. That's what democracy is supposed to be. You making an informed decision, right, as to which leader is going to implement the policies you believe in. That's democracy version 1. That's the fiction that the average person out there believes. The majority of these morons walking around, this is what they have in their head. Oh yeah, I'm going to vote for Trump because Trump's going to do that. They have no idea what's going on. All right, they have no idea. Same for I'm going to vote for Kamala because whatever. Okay, because you've been watching CNN or Fox News or the alternative media that you think is going to tell you the whole truth, which there is no such thing as the alternative media. The alternative media is the same. These guys are all bought and paid for. That's a psyop in itself, the alternative media, whatever. These guys are all fucking agents, man. Well, Alex Jones and them, man, yeah? Now, that doesn't mean you can't get you can get decent information, but you got to sift through and know that a lot of things can't be trusted. All right. Democracy version 2. The public must be barred from managing their own affairs, and the means of information are kept narrowly and rigidly controlled, which is the reality. Right? The information that you receive is not controlled, and they don't want you to have any control over your own life. They want to control you. So, I want to get straight to the point. Okay, let's read this and we'll break it down. So it says, as he put, the common interests elude public opinion entirely. Now, you can replace the word common interest with the agenda. The overall agenda of the government eludes public opinion. You are not voting on whether you want to live in a new world order where you're going to be chipped and everything you do is going to be controlled. You're not voting on that. You're not going to vote for that. Listen, if they were to absolutely come out and say, listen, this is the agenda. This is exactly, Trump comes out in a speech, Kamala Harris comes out in a speech, look, yeah, we're going to take away all the private property, right? You are going to be chipped, and every single human activity that you do is going to be rationed to you. It's going to be controlled. We're going to put chips in your brain. We're going to control your emotions. We're going to control everything. You are going to be a complete and utter slave to the elites. If they came out and told you that, would you vote for them? Would you invest your energy and your emotions into these people? Would you allow them to just... No, you wouldn't. People would be like, what the... You know what I'm saying? No, they're not going to come out and tell you. So replace common interest with the new world order, the desire of the elites. They came out and told you straight up what they want to do with you people. You lose your minds. You'd be like, what the... These men want to put man in the most hardcore slavery that's ever existed. We want to give you all the mark of the beast. Come on, man. And can only be understood and managed by a specialized class. The specialized class are the insiders. These are the men and the women who operate at the governmental level. They understand the agenda. They understand. They're not going to tell you the agenda, but they know what the agenda is. They are privy. All right? They understand what the agenda is. Now, like I said, someone like the president, like, they understand what the agenda is because they're high enough in the system to be privy to that kind of information. Now, some people that's lower down the totem pole, they're working for the system, they're controlled, but they might not be told the entire plan. That makes sense. So the higher you go up the pyramid, the more you understand. But these are the specialized class. These are the guys that most of them have been to private school. They're part of covens and secret societies. They're the specialized class. They're usually part of families or bloodlines that have always served in this capacity. Or their family is an offshoot of one of the main elite families. That's how it works. Right? Because that they deal with that a lot. They set up families to work for them. Just like in the entertainment industry, most of these people are related. CIA, most CIA agents had a family member that was already in the CIA. FBI, so on and so forth. It's how it works, okay? Specialized class of responsible men who are smart enough to figure things out. This theory asserts that only a small elite and intellectual community can understand the common interest, which is really the agenda, what all of us care about, and that these things elude the general public. Right? Lippmann backed up this view with an elaborate theory of democracy in which he divides citizens into two groups. The bewildered herd. Let me show you the bewildered herd. The bewildered herd are the spectators. Oh, sorry. These consist of everyone who is not part of the specialized class. The bewildered herd are the spectators, right? They may moan about the state of things a little, but their power to make a significant change is limited. The bewildered herd believes they live inside democracy version 1. So they believe that their vote counts, that they're given all the information, the facts, and they're making the right decisions when they're choosing these leaders, and these leaders are going to go out there and do what they want them to do. It's amazing. Then you get the specialized class. These are the people who analyze, execute, make decisions, and run things in the political, economic, and ideological systems. The specialized class make up a small percentage of the population, and their biggest objective is to tame the bewildered herd by enforcing democracy version 2. There are two functions in a democracy. The specialized class, the responsible men, carry out the executive function, which means they do the thinking and planning and understand the agenda, I would say. Then there is the bewildered herd, and they have a function in democracy too. Their function in a democracy, he said, is to be spectators, not participants in action, but they have more of a function than that, because it is a democracy. Occasionally, they are allowed to lend their weight to one or another member of the specialized class. These people are part of the same class, the same team. They're friends. They even show you picture Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton and them man partying and shit, man. But then all of a sudden they're enemies when I'm a Republican, you're a Democrat, we're enemies, I hate you, blah, blah. That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit, man. And then you got the QAnon thing, and the QAnon makes it look like all the Democrats are the pedophiles. As if, like, come on, bro. Like, wake the hell up, man. Do you really think the secret societies and all these witches and warlocks, yep, you're a Republican, you can't be part of this? What the hell's wrong with these people, man? Like, you for real? How do you allow yourself to be manipulated like this? They're all devils, man. Every single last one of them, man. It don't matter if they're Democrat or Republican. That's not what they believe. You start watching WWE, the man are playing a role, like. Anyway, this is crazy, man. In other words, they're allowed to say, we want you to be a leader, or we want you to be our leader, or we want to be a leader. That's because it's a democracy and not a totalitarian state. That's called an election, yeah, which usually all of these elections are rigged. The only thing they manage is perception. The election's there to manage perception and run the psyop, but in terms of who actually goes into power, it's already chosen for the purposes of the overall agenda. And that's just how it goes. But once they've lent their weight to one or another member of the specialized class, they're supposed to sink back and become spectators of action, but not participants. That's in a properly functioning democracy. Now, I want him to talk about the owners. Who owns the specialized class? The media magnate Rupert Murdoch is a person with real power. He is a man who owns and controls a much larger chunk of society than most. Currently, the companies Murdoch owns include Fox News, National Geographic US, 20th Century Fox Film, New York Post, the British newspapers The Sun, and The Times. According to Chomsky, if aspiring members of the specialized class can come along and serve the interests of the people like Rupert Murdoch, people with real power, then they'll be granted access to the executive group. So what that's telling you is, you get these specialized class dons, but above them are the mega elite, beginning with the Rothschild families and all the other big families and all the offshoot families going on down. They're the people that the specialized class actually work for. They're the people that the specialized class implements their agendas. Not you. No, I just want peace and prosperity. They don't give a damn what you want, man. It's just managing perception when it comes to you. What matters is what the elites want. And what the elites want is to keep you where you are. The elites don't wake up in the middle of the night and say, oh, the nigger woman. we need to make life better for her. We need to give her prosperity. No, fuck no. They don't give a fuck. They don't even live where you live. They don't. You pose no threat to them. Period. You just need to be managed. That's it, and kept in your place. They ain't trying to make life better for you. Fuck is he talking about? They're good. America wasn't supposed to be set up to enrich the masses, man. It's not for the masses. You need to get that through your thick skull, right? You Jake out there that believe. I'm talking about the brothers that believe already. I'm talking about those of you who don't know shit, man. I'm telling you like it is. You need to get it through your thick skull. You need to wake up. You need to go. You need to get some of this understanding so you can come on this side, and you won't be a moron anymore. You won't be insane anymore. The Lord will help you, man. We was all on that side. Now it's time to come to the right side. Leave the Democrats and the Republicans behind, and the zombies, and come into the land of the living. Yeah, that's all you got to do. All right. It sounds a bit like a conspiracy, but it's not. Of course, it's not a conspiracy. Right. Chomsky says that if you plan on serving the interests of the people with real power rather than the bewildered herd, you need to have to keep that secret, which means a specialized class says a secret. They're not allowed to come out and tell you, listen, I'm going to do what my masters tell me to do. I'm not going to do what you think you want me to do. I'm here to manage your perceptions. But at the end of the day, when I get into power, so them man want you man chipped. So I'm going to make sure I pass laws and legislations and fund the organizations they tell me to fund. And they told me that they want you man to be hurting. So guess what? We're going to have to work with the Fed and put you man under some real pressure because they need that for the next stage in the agenda. It's like, yo, whatever the man told me to do, whatever is happening, it is what it is. Even down to the theater, yeah, there's a company, we need to sue that company to make it look like we're against that company, but really we're not. Let's sue Tesla, let's sue Elon Musk in it, but really we're working with him, but we need to keep up the appearances that, he's, what I'm saying? It's all staged events, man. Now the British government, they wanna punish Elon Musk. But Elon Musk is one of them, man. It's all theater. It's theater, man. Come on. Wake up. Right? Elon Musk, Donald Trump, Alex Jones, Andrew Tate, Tommy Robinson, all these people, they are specialized class. They've been put in a position and given influence to play a part in the psyop, and they will help the overall agenda to be brought forward. They're gatekeepers. They're not real. We are real, the prophets of the Lord, man. We are the ones that's actually against the system in the spirit. These men are not against the system in the spirit, man. They're pawns. You look at this guy, Andrew Tate. I thought the elites wanted him dead. I thought they wanted him in jail. The man's dancing around in the rain. He's going on Piers Morgan again. How the fuck is he going on Piers Morgan again? I thought he was the greatest threat to the Matrix. The Matrix is trying to put me in jail. Man, that's bullshit. You really think he was in jail? You believe that shit? Common sense, if you put yourself in the place of the elites, yeah, do you think someone like Andrew Tate becomes a problem for you? No. You wipe him off the algorithm. You don't put him on any mainstream TV. You don't ever let anyone mention him on mainstream TV. And nobody would even fucking know he exists. In fact, everyone would just forget about him. And then you just quietly just fucking disappear him. And that's it. Dead. That's the reality. But what you're seeing is some fakery. Oh, yeah, they're trying to do this and they're trying to do that. They try to put me in jail, but they didn't. So you're telling me they couldn't keep you in jail? It's a joke thing. We're cancelled, but we're all over mainstream media. Oh, okay. We're cancelled, but our algorithms are pushing your videos. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Sure. I must be goofy then. My dad's CIA. Okay, all right, we get it, man. Agent. But it is what it is. And who's he promoting? Elon Musk, who wants to put a chip in your brain. Anyway, have to have instilled in them the beliefs and doctrines that will serve. Like for instance, they got Elon Musk versus the battle of the billionaires. Elon Musk versus Jeff Bezos and and Bill Gates, because Bill Gates, Bill Gates is the spooky one. He's the evil one to one side. But both guys are funding companies to chip your brain. You got Synchron and you got the was it Very Chip or whatever it is, right? The brain, what's it called again? I even forgot. Both of these guys own companies that are brain chipping people, but they're supposed to be against each other, but they run in the same agenda. So if you're on the right side, Elon Musk is your savior. Ooh, Elon Musk is a savior. Bill Gates is evil. Bill Gates is evil. Elon Musk, he's the messiah. He's good. I want to go to Mars with Elon Musk. But then if you're an idiot on the other side, it's like, yeah, Bill Gates is trying to save us. Bill Gates is the messiah. And Elon Musk, he's the evil one. He's evil. Ooh, Bill Gates, he's right wing. And he only turned right wing like yesterday. This is all bullshit, man. All these men are running the same agenda, man. They're not the richest men in the world. They're also the specialized class. They've been put in that role, in that position, man, and they're playing a character because the real elites don't want to put themselves up front street like that. Come on, man. They're not the real princes of Esau. But anyway, so we have one kind of education system directed to the responsible men, the specialized class, which they tend to come from private schools like Eton and all these different things. They have to be deeply indoctrinated in the values. By deeply indoctrinated is they have to be deeply ritualized. Most of these people, these kids that you see, most of these people that you see on TV grew up being put through rituals to play the roles that they're playing today. A lot of them, man, are Manchurian candidates. Just like a lot of these actors, they child actors, or they were groomed into the situation that they're in now. They've been put through rituals so that when they grow up and they get put into these positions of influence, they have complete control over them because they've been through the rituals from children. It's not just education, it's also the ritualistic activities. That's like I said, that's why you'll find most people you see in a position of influence, they come from families where it was in and around that anyway, and they were picked and chosen. All right, they were molested as children and all these rituals to be where they are today. Now that might sound crazy, but that's just how it is. Like Drake, a lot of these industry plants. You check it, yeah, they had family in the industry. They were groomed for the position that they're in. It's not about talent. They can get man to write their raps. They were groomed. Hardly ever is someone really from the bottom who makes it into a position of actually being influential. 90% of the people you see that have influence in society, they're not from the bottom. It's not random. They were picked and chosen from among the witches and the warlocks that already exist. Facts. Yeah, their parents are masons or whatever the case may be. And that's becoming more and more like that in sport as well. In sport, less and less of the athletes you see actually come from grassroots and come from the trench. Most of them come from families that already have money or already into the system. Like Bronny James. Bronny James has been ritualized, man. Because LeBron James has been inducted into the system. And so his son is in the system, and guess what? He's been under the rituals, and that's why they're going to put him in the position that he needs to be in. Same thing with Will Smith and his children, and all these celebrity children. They're on the rituals, man, from the day they were born, so that they can grow up and be part of the thing. Anyway, they have to be deeply, that's disgusting, indoctrinated in the values and interests of private power and the state corporate nexus that represents it. If they can achieve that, then they can be part of the specialized class. Then you're allowed to have influence, right? Because they have you under control. But what it's going to come down to is this. These influencers, these influential demons, like Kamala Harris, like Trump, and these celebrities and so forth, they're shepherds. Just like Cartel said, the world boss. What him say? Him say, they are the sheep and I am the shepherd. Them easy for lead. That's why you got all these crazy Jamaicans bleaching out and doing all kind of madness, and because Cartel himself is an agent. These celebrities and these musicians, they're part of the system and they're there to lead the people, right? But guess what? The elect won't be led by these people, man. We're led through the Spirit, man, led by Yahweh Shai. And that's what it really comes down to. If you're led through the Spirit, then you ain't gonna get caught up by all this foolishness. Right? John 10 and 26 says, but ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep, as I said unto you. So the ones of you who hear what I'm saying, and you're gonna and then you're gonna go follow Scarface and all this foolishness. Guess what? That's because you're not of the sheep. I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. You're right. Yahweh Shai is actually working for us not when I say work for us, meaning he wants to actually do things for us. I'm rolling with his policies. I'm voting for Yahweh Shai, man. You man can vote for Trump if you want, like you weirdo dudes. Oh, Kamala Harris is not even black. Then okay. But then you want to vote for Trump. So what's he then? People are confused, man. Esau got you so confused. My Father, which gave them me, is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my hand. So ultimately, we know that the elect are going to come out of the spell that Esau got our people under, man. And they're going to follow the right way. All right? They're going to follow the good shepherd, which is Yahweh Shai. They're going to choose Yahweh Shai and not choose Caesar, man, because this is crazy. All right? Hey, I'm running out of time. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.